Our next honoree is the former president and chief executive officer of the California Community Foundation. She has spent much of her life fighting for the rights of immigrants in the United States and working for the betterment of her community. Born in Mexico as the oldest of 7 children, Antonia Hernandez spent much of the beginning of her life in East Los Angeles before getting her BA in history and then her JD at the UCLA School of Law. Soon after she passed the California bar, Antonia became a U.S. citizen. She began her career as a staff attorney with the Los Angeles Center for Law and Justice and as counsel to the United States Senate Committee on the Judiciary. In 1981, she joined an incredible organization we know as MALDEF, the Mexican American Legal Defense and Education Fund. She became president of the General Counsel of MALDEF, and during her tenure worked on several major cases dealing with major issues like protecting voting rights for Latino communities and upholding the rights of immigrant students. Since taking the helm of the California Community Foundation in 2004, a philanthropic organization that has given over $3.4 billion to community-based initiatives, including those that support immigrants in Los Angeles. We honor her tonight for her work in the community and for immigrants nationwide, and it is our deep pleasure to invite Antonia Hernandez to accept the Keeper of the American Dream Award tonight. Antonia.
Buenas tardes, ¿cómo están ustedes? Good. I want to thank Elizabeth as the chair of the board and Jeannie here as president. You know, for me, it's been over 50 years that I have been involved professionally on the immigration issue. In fact, I was here in the early 80s when this organization was formed, so I know its beginnings. While counsel to the Senate Judiciary, I was one of 2 staffers who produced the Refugee Act of 1980 that's still on the books. And Elizabeth said that these are hard times, and they are. But we've been there before. This is not the first time. And this organization is unique because it does seek stranger bedfellows, but very important bedfellows. The business community is such an important component of this issue. Think about who would take care of your children. Who were the essential workers during the pandemic that took care of us? Think of all those individuals that are working and at times being exploited. So I thank the people from the business community because they have done their job, but they haven't done enough. It is the business community that has to speak out. And law enforcement is critical. And law enforcement, and I want to thank Jeffrey and Soto Rodriguez for their work, but we need more people in law enforcement to know their responsibility first is to the well-being of the community, and that comes first. And hopefully they will be able to convince this new administration set on deporting people that that's not the right thing to do. And for the religious people, I would say that we haven't done enough. We need to do more. We need to be the sanctuaries, the shelters, and the resistance, and I say resistance. We need to know, as Joseph quoted, Jesus said, "Those that fed someone hungry fed me, and those who sheltered someone who needed shelter sheltered me." This is a moral issue. It is an issue that goes beyond politics. It's about your brothers and your sisters. But for the grace of God, it could have been any of you. So I would say You are in the vanguard of making sure that this administration does not trample on the human rights of the most vulnerable in our society. I thank you for the honor.